Oh, Jughead, you can't eat that many hamburgers. Oh, tonight, folks, we're talking Alien. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. My name is T and we are talking scary movies. I appreciate you tuning in for another brand new review. Keep in mind, every Wednesday night I'm gonna have a new interview, a new opinion piece, or some horror news for all of you to check out. But throughout the week, I am dropping countless reviews here on my channel. And if you don't want to miss anything, you gotta get subscribed to my link tree. And you can do that by going to linktr.ee/T scary movie. If you get subscribed to my link tree, that's gonna give you access to the YouTube page, the video versions of the show, your favorite podcasting platforms, the audio only versions of the show, to my Letterboxd page for my written reviews and movie rankings throughout the year, to my TikTok page for my short horror content including movie news and movie premieres, my Twitch page for all my horror gaming, and my Fangoria shop page where you enjoy my 20% discount off anything in the Fangoria shop, including the yearly subscription to the magazine. Don't miss out, folks. Hit that subscribe button. The more subscribers I get, more content I can put out for all of you. Not to mention, we're doing monthly giveaways. We've done those for the last couple of months. And here for the month of August, we are giving away a copy of A is for Alien, the little golden book, which goes perfectly with what we're talking about here tonight. And to get a copy of this here, enter for a chance to win a copy of this, all you gotta do is tell me in the comments section, what is your favorite Alien movie? So tell me what your favorite Alien movie is in the comment section. And at the end of the month, we're gonna draw a winner, get a copy of A is for Alien. So speaking of folks, tonight we are discussing Alien. That's right. Finally getting around to it. I promised you that I would. We talked about Alien Romulus earlier this month, and I said I would get a chance to circle back and get to Alien and Prometheus. So I'm a man of my word. That is what we are talking about here tonight. Now, if you have not seen the trailer for Alien before, this tells the story of a group of space truckers who are making their way back to Earth after completing a mission, but when they're awakened from deep sleep after getting a message that a nearby planet needs assistance, the crew go down and bring something back up with them that will put all of their lives in danger. That is Alien, folks. Now, at this point in 2024, I have to imagine most of you have had a chance to see this film. I know there's not a lot of you left who haven't seen this one yet here. And let's get this out of the way first. Alien is a perfect film. It is one of the best movies of all time. I don't feel there is any debate to that. And if so, I would love to hear what you honestly can bring to the table to debate this not being one of the best films of all time. It's one of the best horror films of all time as well. Good. We got that out of the way. Now, for point two, and you're probably about to tune out here from my review here. It is not in my top 3 of Alien films. Oh, don't tune out. Guys, I'm not trolling. I'm not trying to be like contrary or anything like that, because I love Alien. Alien is fantastic, and I actually do have some pretty fond memories of being much younger and consistently watching the VHS of this over and over and over. So I do love Alien. I am not at all saying it is a bad film, but I wanted to preface my review with that information. I will wrap back around at the end and explain exactly why. I'm honestly jealous of the few people left who have not seen it yet and don't have any idea about this franchise at all, because walking into Alien completely blind will give you one of the best cinematic experiences of your entire life. This is such an amazing film. Whether we're going to talk about the cast, which includes obviously our favorite here, the warrant officer Ellen Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, whether we are talking about the captain of the Nostromo, Dallas, played by Tom Skerritt, if we are talking about their their science officer, Ash, played by Ian Holm, if we're talking about the chief engineer, Parker, played by Yaphet Kotto. We can keep going on, y'all. This cast that they have is phenomenal. And seeing the dynamics between all of them throughout this film as the situation continues to get worse and worse and worse is truly one of the best things about this film and about the Alien franchise just in general. I think that every film following Alien has really tried their best to recreate the family dynamics of the crew of the Nostromo, and some have had really, really good success with it, others not so much. But it's hard to not look at the prototype here for this franchise and not see all the excellence that they put into that. Every single character has their own distinct personality, and what is kind of interesting with this when you go back and do multiple rewatches is that I don't know if it's just me, but I'm still under the impression that I know Ripley is right when she doesn't want to let Kane back in after Kane's been infected by the face hugger. And we know that an alien's going to come out of that. If we know the franchise, we know that's where that's going. So, of course, Ripley's absolutely in the right to make that call. But still, every single time I watch this, like, damn, Ripley, why are you being such a bitch? Like, let Kane in. He's going to die if you don't let him in. Now, of course, the rest of them die because Ash overrides Ripley and lets them all in there. But it's just kind of funny looking back at that one exact moment and thinking, damn, had she not done this, we don't get a franchise, basically. And that's the crux of all like horror movies. Don't go into the house, you don't get haunted. Don't read from that book, you don't bring back deadites. Like, there's all these things, obviously, that if you do that, this won't happen. And I'm okay with that. It's just funny thinking about an alien, how all this shit happens based on one particular decision that's made by Ash, honestly. So the family dynamics of this are fantastic. And the movie is, I say this a lot, so I swear I'm not trying to make every single movie this, but the movie does play out somewhat like a slasher film, because the idea is that this crew ends up bringing this creature aboard. They don't know that they're bringing the creature aboard. What they do know is that Kane has been infected by it, and they have to do something to assist Kane. And when they bring Kane back, Kane's bringing this visitor who turns out to be someone that's going to kill everybody that's on board the ship. And he goes about killing them all one by one in the scariest of ways. The alien life cycle alone is so fascinating because it does change, it seems, from movie to movie to movie, to where we don't know really how long the gestation period is from a face hugger to birth, to giving the chest burster, honestly. And this following like the trajectory of the transformation from the face hugger getting on Kane, which, man, just don't go tapping random eggs in places. Like, even if it wasn't an alien, you're not going to go do that to a random animal, go and play around with their eggs. Be smarter than that, guys. Come on. But from Kane getting the face hugger to them trying to take it off and realizing it has acid blood, which stops them from doing anything because it's going to eat through the ship. And, you know, one thing as a kid seeing that, I always just thought, even though they say it, I thought that they stopped doing it because they were worried about killing Kane. And that was the big worry here, is that the acid would end up on Kane and they weren't worried about the ship. Because I remember like Dallas and them following the acid all the way down, and it was going to burn through the hole. And then they get to the end of it with the pencil and all that. And I just assumed that it eventually stops. Like, that's how, like, I guess that's how acid in some cases work. Like, after it burns through enough, it eventually goes dormant, right? And so I always assumed that that's why they stopped trying to take the face hugger off of Kane, because it was going to kill Kane, which we know that in the future that's the way it works, the face huggers, that the goal is you're either staying on to get the embryo or you're going to die. It's one way or the other, and you're still going to die either way. But just interesting to think back on that. But going from the face hugger to then the iconic like food scene where we're all eating around the table and the chest burster comes out. They think Kane might be choking or having a seizure, and instead, nope, the alien gets out, which also in context, man, that's a rough scene, honestly, because I feel in so many of the other alien movies in the franchise, whenever the chest burster is coming out, it's usually somebody who's like cocooned, or it's somebody that's in a position where they can't escape in the first place. The fact that the Nostromo crew has no idea what's going on with him, so they're holding him down as this thing is like ripping its way, burying its way out of his chest, that's terrifying to me, because he knows something else is wrong. He can't really vocalize it, and they're trying to do anything they can. They're like shoving the fork in his mouth so he doesn't bite his tongue. They're trying to hold him down so he doesn't injure himself or anybody else, and it turns out like he was going to die one way or the other, but it's just kind of scary to think that the crew's doing what they think is best, which honestly is not best for Kane. And then the chest burster eventually becomes our full-grown xenomorph. Now, the xenomorph in this film is like very different from the xenomorphs we get in a lot of the other movies, especially when you consider like the fingers, like the webbing and everything like that. But it's a sleeker design, it's a darker design, and this guy is by himself, so he's very much making its way throughout the Nostromo, like in all the air ducts. And this makes this movie so terrifying as the Xeno takes out member by member by member. I have great memories of a kid, and I say great, but of the chase scene with Dallas in the air ducts and trying to get out, and I want to get out of here, and looking around, and like that scene embedded in my head as a kid. It is so good. As a whole here, I think that my big issue with Alien is that I didn't see it first. We hear about that being a big reason for a lot of franchises as to why people like later entries more, and I can say that's firmly the case here with Aliens. I saw Alien 3 first, and in Alien 3, the idea of them actually being on a planet, even if it is a prison colony, and you know, it's killing everybody and everything, like that freaked me the hell out. It helped that Rock was in that movie as well too. Not The Rock, we're talking the original Rock, all right? Those of y'all that know. But Alien 3 was the first one I saw, then I saw Aliens, then I saw Alien. I did it in reverse order of the movies that were released at the time. I got to see Resurrection in theaters, but the problem is that working yourself down that way, it takes away a lot from the movie itself, to where I think Alien is a perfect film. And this sentence makes no sense, but I do think it's a better film overall than Aliens and Alien 3, but I don't like it more than those at all. With Alien 3, it's just because that's the one I saw first, and it's like the first one you see, that's like you get that like symbiotic attachment to, you know, it's like you're imprinting, right? So that's why I don't think I can ever look at Alien 3 negatively. And with Aliens, so you take everything that I loved about Alien 3, which I saw first, and you're multiplying it at that point, done. Love it so much. So Alien, going back to the 1, I'm sure is the same experience people had with 1, 2, 3 in that order, to where it's like we go from the 1 to the mini to the 1, and it might not be as engaging. I know everybody's upset about Newt and Hicks in Alien 3, but doing it in reverse, you don't have those connections there. And so I love Alien, but I don't rank it above a lot of the other films in the franchise, just because I thought that the other films being able to expand on Ripley, being able to expand on the Xenomorph, being able to expand on the mythology of it, was far more interesting than what that first film still brought to the table for me. Alien is a 5-star movie. It's a 5 out of 5 movie. Again, I want to make sure that's clear about my opinion, but it's just hard for me to really dig it like over a lot of the other ones, honestly. And I am very curious about the fact that if Alien, the first movie, had multiple aliens, would that change people's opinions of how that movie is? Because everybody universally loves it, but if we had more than the one alien, would that change our opinion of the film? Because think about it here, they're already unequipped to deal with the Xeno that they have in the movie. They don't have the weapons to fight it. They don't have the room to fight it. And this Xeno takes them all out. Like, again, that's why we're only left with Ripley, because the Xeno's very effective and they don't have what it takes to deal with it. I imagine more than one, obviously, they all are probably dying in that scenario. But the other ones, though. Like, if Aliens went down to just having one, like it's Alien 2, like that famed computer game, Alien 2 Aliens. If Alien only has one alien and they have to rewrite it to where it's like a queen who's chasing all the colonial marines around, is that still effective? Is 3 effective with more aliens in it? Is Resurrection effective with only one alien? I think that underwater scene works fantastically, just dealing with one alien, honestly. But I am so curious about that, because the one thing about Alien, again, the reason why I don't rank it above a lot of the others is that I like excess. I'm real about that I love more is better for me. And I just would have wanted more aliens by the time when I saw the original film. So nothing bad about it. It just didn't give me what I felt like I got from a lot of the other films. Either way though, y'all, Alien is a perfect movie. It really is one of those few perfect movies out there that you have to see to believe. So go and check it out. It's available on a lot of streaming services here right now. And again, let me know in the comments section for your chance to win a copy of A is for Alien. What's your favorite alien movie is in the comment section here on YouTube. You get a chance to win a copy here of the book, folks. That's going to do it for me tonight. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. We still got reviews coming for more episodes of Season 1 of Mayfair Witches, Season 1 of Interview with the Vampire. We're going to get started on Terminator 0, and we still got more great movies like Humane, Stream, Afraid, Prometheus. We're jumping into a bunch, y'all. Don't want you to miss anything at all. Hit subscribe. But that's it tonight. My name is T. We've been talking scary movies. Stay scared. Boy here is a big fan of Fangoria. So, if you want to check out the world's best horror magazine that's out there, get a chance to get yourself your own subscription, which I just got my first one back in 2022, and I don't regret it for a second. But if you want your own Fangoria subscription, or you like the Fangoria merchandise, then head over to the Fangoria shop and use my link if you want to save yourself some money, folks. That's an easy one to remember. Just go to shop.fangoria.com/AXDEW. Again, that's shop.fangoria.com/AXDEW, or use my specific code AXDEW at checkout. You can save 20% off your entire order, and that implies 2 subscription and one-time orders as well. You don't want to miss out, folks, because with the magnitude of horror movies we've had released in the last few years, and with what we have on the horizon, Fangoria is going to be your #1 source for all that great, juicy, bloody information in the world of horror. So again, head to shop.fangoria.com. Hey there, folks! Thanks for tuning in to T Watch This Scary Movie. I appreciate you checking out another review or movie news, whether we're talking movies, TV shows, books, or games, whatever, it's all scary. Remember, you can check out new episodes every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on the YouTube page for video. That's youtube.com/C/Theron Reynolds Scary Movie. Again, youtube.com/C/Theron Reynolds Scary Movie. And you can check out the audio version on all your favorite podcasting platforms. Just search T Watch the Scary Movie or TWASM. Don't forget, my name is T. We've been talking scary movies. Stay scared.